Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Rodgers going to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And again, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers now to throw. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A jet sweep, Dobbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Not
a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A little juke, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On play action, now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the
touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vick on the move to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job train.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off the play fake, Vick. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So we reach halftime and past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Vick will look to throw on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald coming in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here's Vick following the interception, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Vic goes play action. Steps away. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sanders again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jason Kabinda.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. On play action, Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And it's a Packers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 21 yards away.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. Taken at about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Rodgers.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Lions will take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And got his man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rodgers.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Rodgers, got to have this one.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Room here to run. 20.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the Lions down by a field goal, 44 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. In motion right is Fitzgerald. Vick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Michael Vick.
St. Brown on the catch.
Big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Lions, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.